Hello, everyone. Welcome back. So, yes, it is the middle of August, and I am wearing a sweater today. That is correct. As we move through the second half of August 2026, we have a deeply emotional and spiritually significant lunation that's arriving. The full moon and the partial lunar eclipse in Pisces is happening. And this full moon becomes exact on August 27th at approximately 10:12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, peaking in the early hours of August 2028 at around 4 degrees 50 minutes to 5 degrees Pisces. Okay, that's a lot of garbly-gook. Let's talk about this. Full moons are always times of culmination, illumination, and release. They bring what has been growing in the dark into full view so that we can release it clearly and decide that we're ready to let it go. Let's get rid of this. When a full moon is also with a lunar eclipse, the energy becomes even more powerful and faded during this time. It amplifies it. And I spoke about this on the solar eclipse video a couple weeks ago as well. But eclipses mark these emotional turning points. They are endings and the release of long-standing patterns that we have been embracing in our lives, especially around themes that relate to the sign that the moon or the eclipse is in. And then we also need to look at our personal birth charts to get a specific scope on how this affects us individually, how it hits us personally. So I'm going to talk about it generally. You'll need to reference your birth chart to get more details, but this eclipse falls in Pisces. Now, Pisces is a mutable water sign, and it's ruled by Neptune. Traditionally by Jupiter, but it's ruled by Neptune. In astrology, every sign has two key qualities, okay? So I'm going to explain this to you. So because I said that Pisces is a mutable water sign. So there are elements associated with every single sign, fire, earth, air, or water. And then as far as the modality goes, we have cardinal, fixed, mutable. And what this all means is that Pisces is a water element. So it brings emotion, intuition, empathy, sensitivity, imagination, and spirituality. And then it's a mutable modality, which means that Pisces are very flexible, they're adaptable, they flow and adjust with the circumstances. They have a tendency to dissolve or to transcend rather than to hold firm. So combined, this energy of mutable water in Pisces. Pisces is a very fluid, compassionate, and highly adaptable energy, and it can move between emotional states easily. However, it often absorbs the feelings of other people around them. Mutable water is less about holding strong boundaries, like a fixed water sign, like a Scorpio, but it's more about dissolving and merging and transcending. And so Pisces energy is compassionate, intuitive, imaginative, and boundless, really. It rules dreams and empathy, surrender, creativity, and it's a place where we dissolve boundaries between ourselves and something greater. At its highest, healthiest, Pisces helps us to connect to divine love and unity. In its shadow side, it can bring confusion, escapism, victimhood, or like porous boundaries. So how does this full moon and the lunar eclipse impact us? That's the question. It illuminates where we might be holding on to illusions or overgiving. Think about emotional exhaustion or unclear boundaries. This may feel like a strong pull to release compassion and fatigue, or old spiritual or emotional wounds. Maybe fantasies that are no longer serving you, or any way that you've been losing yourself in other people's energy. This is like a deeply healing eclipse that supports surrendering what is no longer aligned so you can return to the greater peace and clarity and spiritual integrity. So because this eclipse hits opposite the sun in Virgo, there's this beautiful tension between the practical, discerning Virgo energy and then this dreamy, flowing Pisces energy. The invitation is to balance these services and compassion with healthy boundaries and realistic self-care. In my practice with my clients, I always do energy work to align the subtle energy bodies, especially at times like this, because it can be especially supportive during sensitive periods of time. It wouldn't matter if it was like a strong emotion or a period like this, but helping to clear emotional residue and restore the inner sense of safety and security and clarity that we're looking for. So anyways, let's get to it. Here's a journaling prompt for this lunar eclipse. What am I ready to surrender or release so that I can experience greater peace, clarity, and spiritual alignment? And a manifestation statement. I release what no longer serves my soul. I surrender into greater peace, compassion, and spiritual flow with clear and healthy boundaries. This Pisces lunar eclipse is a powerful closing energy for the month of August. It offers the opportunity to let go of emotional and spiritual clutter so that you can move forward with lighter and more aligned energy. It's like cleaning out your closet. Eclipse energy will continue to unfold over the several weeks, so be gentle with yourself in the coming weeks and trust the process, whatever is being released. Thank you so much for being here. As always, please like and subscribe for more soul-centered astrology. And until the next one, stay soft, stay clear, and I will see you in the stars.